Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
It's an amazing event. I mean, it's got an amazing festival director in Natasha Marburg who literally every year hits it out of the park and beyond. And I think the great thing is this is the part of the film world that people don't see. It's the fact that, everybody talks about the major festivals, Toronto, Cannes, Venice, and these are tentpole things. Don't get me wrong, they're great. And it's good for publicity. But the truth is that independent filmmaking is where it's all at. The truth is, every single filmmaker, be it Spielberg, Lucas, Paul Verhoeven, everybody at some point has been an independent filmmaker, on their journey. And the reality is when people achieve success, they want to get back to doing more independent things because studios want to have a certain demographic, filmmakers, it's a collaborative thing and we don't really know where it is. But the reality is this is something that I feel has been lost recently. There's a lot of, we tend to focus on the established stuff, but the reality is independent filmmakers are really what it's about. And independent voices, independent things. And it doesn't matter, the great thing is there's a greater demographic now with filmmakers. The fact that, if you look at Quentin Tarantino, we think he's great, but the reality is he was an independent filmmaker. But he achieved so much great stuff because his independent vision became the convention. And the reality is it's influenced so many people. John Carpenter, who just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, one of my favorite filmmakers. When you look at his greatest films over the years, if it wasn't for Halloween and Assault on Precinct 13, we would not have an independent horror film industry. And that's the truth. The reality is there's so much stuff going on. So all I'll say to people out there is that come down to events like this, support them. If you've never done a film before, come down and hang out with filmmakers. You may complain about the fact that, you may not have access. The reality is you have access. Come to festivals like this. This is what LIFF is about. And if you look at the mantra that's on the thing, it's about filmmakers with an independent vision. With filmmaking per se, there's a challenge. You go out there and you make stuff. And I have a lot of people who I know, and the reality is anybody who can get out there and make a movie. I mean, the people who submit films in this festival, they've been working on for 2 or 3 years, but they've kept going, and that's the great thing about it. The joy of it is they share a passion and a joy, and that's what it's about. Well, I've seen some of the films. All I'll say is that the films that I've seen so far, Cafe 404, Signs of Life, and Desi, a pub story, which I'm doing a Q&A for on Saturday night, is absolutely a fantastic documentary about the Desi pub, which is like a subculture. But these are amazing movies. Cafe 404 is noir. Signs of Life is an interesting thing about the trials and tribulations of communication. So, there are other films that I've seen in previous festivals. The wonderful thing is this is a great showcase to see these films out there. The shame of it is that these films, they come to festivals and then they may not get a release. So if there's anybody, producers or distributors out there, you need to focus more on films like this. That's what you need to aim for, and that's what these films are about. It's about it. These festivals are about. They're about expressing it and getting out there and doing stuff. So, it's about keeping the faith. You may not have made a film today, but you might be in the festival tomorrow. That's what it's about.
Thank you for watching the Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
Just show what you can do. I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about
Everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe, a London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me, or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.